thank you everyone who's here. We appreciate coming. This conference has been excellent so far. I've really enjoyed all of the teachers, and it's been a great conference. Last week has been amazing. Learned so much last week. The conference today has been also as amazing as well, and I'm looking forward to this session. I'm thinking hopefully that I got all of the kinks worked out of the session that I tried to do last week. Reworked everything a bit. So hopefully everything will work properly on this. So I just want to take a little quick word of prayer just to make sure that everything's going to work, Lord. I thank you for all the people who are participating in this session today, Lord. I pray that you would just help each one to understand the concepts that are going to be given today, Lord. And I just pray that you would just help us to do it all for your glory and honor, to be able to connect with each other, connect with the people in our congregations and our ministries, our organizations, Lord, to be able to strengthen one another and encourage one another through the ways that we can with technology today. Lord, I pray that you would just bless this time in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, well, let's get started. There's a lot of stuff that I want to go through, and I've tried to went through it over the weekend. It's going to be tight to fit it in with the hour. So let's see if we can get things started. So let's just first get one thing out of the way, the elephant in the room, the name Discord. Discord is a name that when you're talking about in your church, that's one thing. Actually, before we do that, how many people are, I'm going to put a little chat, poll in the chat. And this is if you want to check that out, that's basically a poll on how many people actually are familiar with Discord and what it's all about and things like that. So if you want to go and fill that out, I'd appreciate that. And we'll just see how many people are actually familiar with it. But the actual name of Discord, when I first approached the people in our church and I said, well, we can use Discord to help people get connected and stay connected, they said, well, what's with the name? And so I came up with the idea of, okay, well, yeah, the name kind of sucks. But I came up with the idea of, okay, well, let's call it One Accord on Discord. And so that's kind of how we sort of branded the program that we're running at church. And so once we got that going, people then decided that, yeah, okay, that's all right. That might actually work out. So basically, that's what we have done. So basically, what exactly is Discord? Well, it's a free online community. And it's basically, you can access it through an app that you can download off their website, or you can do it directly on the website. If you just want to connect, you can log into the website and then just go through and connect with the various text channels or voice channels. You can do it directly on that if you don't want to download the app. However, I suggest that you download the app on your phone, your tablet, or whatever device you're going to. They also have it on the desktop as well. And you're going to get a better experience when you actually download the app on the devices there. You get better notifications and things like that when you do it that way. So basically what it is, it's chats, and could be like text chats. So if you think back in the old days where you had text chats back and forth with BBS messages, I remember that. I'm kind of dating myself, but yeah, you have that. And then the cool thing is that you have channels that are voice channels that you can have set up, and it's all the time, and people can join a voice channel. It's basically a room that you have, and they can actually go in and join the voice channel. And then if I'm in a room and you're in the voice room, then we can communicate all the time. And so that's the cool thing. And it's like all you can basically hang out in the voice channels. You can also turn on your video if you want to do that as well in the voice channels as well. So the other thing that you can do with Discord is you can share files on Discord. So you can pop up and share files. So we will actually share things like our prayer requests, PDFs and stuff that we do like that. Then the other thing, and this is key, is you can actually share your screen, you can share apps, you can share games, because really, who is Discord for? Well, Discord was originally for gamers. The developers wanted to have a place where gamers could come and they could find a place where they could meet together, and they like decided, okay, I want to play a game and I want to find people who also want to play the game. And so they you would basically create a community around this game, and then in this community, then you would allow you would find people, you would invite people to the community, and then you could set up times to schedule to play a game together. And then when you're actually in the game, then you would use Discord to chat with them with voice, or you can chat about strategies and things like that. So it was really originally created for games. However, now it's for communities of all types. And so now you have people and organizations like churches that use it. You have ministries that use it. You have other clubs, and any type of purpose that you have that you want to use, you can set it up. And whatever reason that you want to create a Discord community for, you can do that. So why would you want to create a Discord community? Well, in these times of the pandemic and beyond, you want to keep your community connected. What are you doing beyond live streaming or your recording of your service and sending it out? After that, what are you doing Monday all the way through whenever you have your service? Outside of your service, what are you doing to help your community, your ministry, your organization stay connected? And so that's what we thought, well, Discord can help with that. And so in our church, we use it, and we really use it for virtual prayer meetings is the what we use it for most. And so actually I'm just going to hop in to our Discord channel and show you basically what our Discord, this is our church's Discord server here. And so we have here, we have a channel here for prayer. And so prayer, as I mentioned there, you can basically, these are all of our prayer requests that we upload there. So each week we upload our prayer requests, so that when we actually go through on, when it's our prayer times, people can join our prayer channel, which is our voice channel. So they'll come in and join the voice channel there. And then whoever is there at the prayer meetings, then it will go, hey, Dominic, they will go in and they will find whoever's there, and they can pray together there. So they use for prayer meetings. We also have the fellowship hall here, which is a voice channel there. And this is, again, a place where anyone who is there can go and chat. And you can also, turn on your video if you wanted to show people there on there. So that's great. And then the other cool thing that we decided to do, our church is pretty small and our sanctuary is pretty small. And so we basically will we have a media channel that we use each Sunday, and we can join in the media channel, and then we can use that as a way of communicating. And so we can whisper to one another. And hopefully we can whisper so that people do not get disturbed. Because you can basically, you get the looks, right? Everybody gets the looks. But we can basically go in the media channel each Sunday, and then we don't disturb people. So you can use that as well. So you can set up any other number of rooms for any channels. So basically, if you go here, you've got any number of channels that you can set up here for different text channels and different voice channels here. So you can basically go through and set them up here. Now, I just want to continue on here. The goal that I want to do for the end of this session is I'm going to create a Discord community for our For Me group, for Me Discord, in case you are interested in setting up your own Discord community. And so what we'll do is I'll invite you guys to the Discord community that I'm going to set up, and then you can basically, I'll help you guys if you want to set up your own Discord community. So basically, when can you use Discord? Well, you can use it 24/7. So here we have these are the channels that basically are available on our Discord server 24/7. And the cool thing that I was able to do is I'm a programmer, so I was able to figure out a way to create a worship sing-along channel. And what I do is every Sunday after the service, I'll take all of the worship time and then split the songs into separate songs there into MP3 files, and then I'll upload it to the worship bot that I have. And so if we join the channel, so there you can actually hear, this is a playback of what is going on from last week's worship service. So as people go through, they can come 24/7 anytime they want to come back and listen to the songs that were done for last week's service. They can go through and they can come in and join this service and join this channel, and they can actually sing along to anyone who else is in the room. And so they can sing along with the worship bot who's playing back what was actually there, plus then whoever is else in the room, they can sing along together with that. And so this is a cool thing that they can do on that. So that's something that I was able to do. So I'll just stop that so it doesn't get distracting there. So then we have the fellowship hall, and then the other channel that I thought is cool is a guidance channel for our elders would be able to be in the channel for guidance. And if they have a time when someone else needed to come and talk to an elder, then they don't actually have to be in the church, but they can actually come and just join the guidance channel and speak to an elder or speak to whoever would be there. So that's the kind of idea on that. And then we have, as I mentioned, the prayer meeting channels. So we have a prayer meeting on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. or 7 p.m. And then we have people that actually come and physically meet at the church in the room there. But then also we have people who will join us on Discord, because we have someone who comes and they just use their iPad, they put it on speakerphone, and then they do they put it, then we can hear whoever's in the room, plus then whoever joins from their house to join for prayer. So that's really cool, and you can do it from wherever you are. If you're out and about, you can join. So really, hopefully, as AJ said, it's an excuse remover. So that's hopefully what you can do with that. And as I mentioned, the media team on Sundays can use it to communicate with each other. So let's do this. Let's set up our channel that will help you for actually going through. And you can basically do the same type of step in order to set up your own Discord channel. So if you've got it either on your website, or basically the app is the same type of interface here. So what you're going to do is you're going to click here to add a server. So we're clicking on that, and we're going to create my own server. So we click create my own server, and we're going to say for a club or community, that's what we want to do. And so we're going to call this here, let's call it for me Discord. Okay, and then we will click create. Okay, so now that's all that you have to do to create your Discord server. Now, let's go back here, and we can start creating our channels with our voice channels, text, and roles and permissions. Now, there's a lot of things that are going on here in order to manage this. And you talk about roles and permissions and text channels, voice channels, all that stuff is like pretty complicated stuff. Well, there are some things that you can do, and there's sort of best practices that I kind of figured out how to do. It depends actually on how you want to set up your channel. You can create it so that it's like a public channel, so that anyone can kind of join. But what we did was we did it so that you have it so that it's like an invitation only, and I would suggest that that's probably the best kind of model to go through with your channel. So once I get everything kind of set up, I will send you the invitations so that you guys can actually join our community that we're going to be setting up here. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually create some roles. And so in order to do that, we're going to right click on here, we're going to go here, and we're going to go to server settings, and we're going to click roles. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a role, and we're going to call it members. And so what I think is the best practice on that, let's make members a yellow role there. And so we save that change there. And then we have the member role. Oh, yes, it didn't click. There we go. There we go. So now we have that one role. And what we can actually do is we'll close this. And in order, I've seen a lot of other servers kind of set this up when you're doing kind of a private server. We're going to create a new category for channels so that we can assign permissions properly on this. So we'll create a category, and we'll call it start here. Okay, so you can organize your channels into categories. And so, well, let's move the start here up the top here. And so we have our regular channels, that these channels are going to be the channels that members can see. And start here is going to be the ones that only people, when they first come to the server, they will only see the start here. And so what we can actually do is, let's set up the permissions on this. So we'll go in here and we'll edit the category of these text channels, of the channels here. And we'll go into our permissions here. And then I hope I'm not going too fast here, but we're going to change this into a private channel. And then we're going to set up, we're going to add a membership role there, and then only members can see this channel. Okay, so we'll save that change there, and we'll close that down. And then we're going to do the same thing for this voice channel category. So now we have this. And this is great because when you go and change that, then anything under the category of voice channels and text channels are going to be set up with the same permissions that are going to be like inherited with the channels of the category there. So we're doing that. Okay, so we'll set that up. So that's got that set up properly. So now what we want to do here is let's create a couple of channels here underneath the Start Here channel. And we'll create a text channel and we'll call it Welcome. And then we'll create another channel, we'll call it Rules. So and so what it's going to do is in here, you can actually start typing a channel, a message. And there we go. You can just, anyone can create messages here. And so what we're going to actually do is I'm just going to delete this message because we don't need to have this message. But I just want to show you how you basically create messages really quick inside a text channel. But I have a message here that I've already got instead of me typing things in really quick because we don't have that much time. But I'm going to, you can type in messages, but the kind of neat thing that you need to do. So we have all of these things. We talked about roles. We also talked about permissions. So it's really, all of this is kind of complicated and like you might think, well, this is a lot of work. So what are we going to do? Well, there's these things called bots, and it's sort of like assistants that you can actually do. And the assistants basically let you help manage your community better. And so what you can do is we have a bunch of bots that I've found that are really useful. So let's take a look at the bots that I've been using. The first bot that we have here is the server stat bot. And so I'm just going to click on this here. And I'm just going to actually bring this over into my screen here so you can see this. And to install bots, it's actually quite easy because generally what they'll have is a place that you can click to invite the server or invite the bot to your server. So you can just click on the invite the bot. And then what you need to do is select the server that you have. And so I'm going to select it for me. Discord, and we're going to click continue. Then it's going to ask for permissions there that you need to have, the bot needs in order to run. So we're just going to click authorize there. And then we need to prove that I am a human person. So yes, I am. And there we go. So you can actually hear probably that it's got added properly. So if we go to the Discord channel there, you can see in the general channel there, it says server stats was actually added. It showed up in our channel. So what we need to do in order to finish the setup, we can communicate with bots just by entering text, just like a message there in one of the channels there. So we can do s/setup, and this is going to set things up for the bot there. So there we go. And now we say, what type of channel do we want to track? And so we want to say we want to track the text channels there. So there we go. Now you can see up at the top here, we have server stats. And so we can see all members. There are 2 members in this. We have 1 actual person, and then we have 1 bot. So that's got that set up. So let's go back here, and then we'll look at the next bot that is good. This Emojiis is basically a bot that allows you to import emojis into the server. The way that we use Emojiis is you can react to messages. So you can react and say you like the message and things like that. If you go to this message here, you can actually add a reaction there. So if you click on that, so Emojiis will allow you to basically go through and add different more icons and different reaction levels to there. So we can just actually go through and add this bot here. And then we can click again, add this bot, and then select our server and click continue and authorize it. And I am a human. And there we go. So you probably heard that it actually came in there. So emoji showed up in the server. So that is correct as well. So that is pretty much what we do. Now, this last bot is the one that really helps you out when you're talking about managing your server in terms of assigning people the role of member. I created that role of member, and then you can create roles of elders. You can create roles of different things. In our server, I wanted to find out how people actually viewed our service. And so at the beginning, in the welcome message, I asked them to click on the icon of either Facebook or YouTube to say how you actually go and watch our services on Sunday. So when they click on that role, click on that icon, it's going to assign a role to them so that it will basically, categorize them into the role of that. So I'm going to now basically add this bot here. This is a bot that's pretty complicated there, but we're just going to click here, add to server. And then we're going to select our server here. And then we're going to click continue. And then we're going to click authorize. And then I am a human. And then it will finish the setup process on this. Let's go, let's go. Don't have much time. Keep going. There we go. So let's get started. You can basically just go through and you can set things up, and this bot basically is pretty complicated. I don't really use a lot of the functionality there where it automatically assigns roles, but you can basically, I like to kind of assign the roles to myself there. So you just basically click next through that. To make sure to be able to assign the roles that you want to do custom roles on that. So we'll just click next on this, and we'll just keep going. And once it's finished, then we'll be able to use the one role there. And feeds. So we're finished on setting that up. Okay. And we'll skip this. They have a paid version that does even more stuff, but you can just use the one version. So now that we have that, let's actually go in and we're going to create a couple more roles, because I want to actually ask you guys when you actually join our Discord community, how you guys heard about our Discord community. So what we're going to do is, let's go back into our roles, server settings and roles. And we're going to create more roles, and we'll call this role Facebook. And we'll do this nice Facebook blue, keep it kind of consistent to the branding of that. Then we'll add another role on that. Here's our, here, we can add another role, call it YouTube. And let's put it in this thread there. We'll save that one there. And let's do another one. I think it was, let me just double check. I think in my message it was Twitter that I said it was. Yeah, Twitter. So we'll do another one here for Twitter. And we'll call it with this light blue there. Save that change. Okay, and then that should be good there. Now, let's just make sure that our roles are set up there. Let's move this role up to the top. This is a key thing that you need to make sure that this Yagpdb role is above any of the other roles. Otherwise, it's not going to have access to those roles. So that's a key thing. That is one of the things that you need to make sure. Had to figure that out before. Otherwise, it doesn't work with the bot there. So now that we've got that all set up, we can go back to the Yagpdb configuration stuff. And then we can actually go here under the tools and utilities, and we can go under the role commands. And so what we can do is we're going to create a group here called welcome. And what we'll do is we'll create and assign roles of Facebook under this group. And and then YouTube. And then Twitter. And once we have that, I'm actually going to move these so that Facebook is up at the top here. And then YouTube here, because the way that we're actually going to assign the roles for the order there is actually sort of important there in terms of when we actually go and assign the roles there for the reactions on that. Okay, so what we can actually do is we can create our message. So if we go into our Discord server and we're going to go into our welcome, and I'm going to show you the message that we're going to create. So this is the message that we're going to create, and I'm going to actually show you. It looks like this message is kind of weird because it has some weird things with the stars, and I'm going to show you what you can do is you can use a formatting called Markdown, which is just basically special text around your text in order to format things there. And so you can send regular messages, and people probably are just going to send regular messages, but you can send messages with Markdown. So if you learn how to do Markdown, then you can do things like you can bold portions of the text, you can underline it, you can do that kind of thing using the Markdown there. So here's the way that you can, there's a link on how you can use Markdown there. So I'll just show you here what this is. So let's just take a look here, and we'll just copy this whole message into the welcome screen here. And then we'll just hit enter. And oh, you know what? I forgot. I need to import the emojis first. So let's delete this message first. And let's do that. It's actually easier to import emojis very quickly if you've already got them. I downloaded them before just to save time. You can go into your server settings and you can go to your emojis, and then you can upload your emojis here. And so I have here, I'm going to upload it, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and I'm just going to upload them there. Okay, so then we can close this down, and now we can paste this in. And when we paste those in, you can see how the emojis basically were replaced so that they can actually show there. So if you take a look at what this welcome message is, it says this is a community, a place to share ideas and build and grow your Discord community. So this is going to be a place where if you want to set up your own Discord community, I'll be here to help you figure out how you can support you guys in setting up your own Discord community on this. So once we set this up, we can click on that, and now we have this welcome message here. So now that we have this set up, then we can basically communicate with the Yagpdb bot, and we can set up so that it's going to react to the roles, so that when someone actually clicks on one of the icons down at the bottom of this message, it's going to assign the role of Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter there on that. So in order to do that, what we need to do, there's one more thing that you need to do in order to assign the role to your to this specific message. And so if you go into your user settings, this icon here, you can click on here, and then you can go under advanced here, and then you're just going to turn on developer mode. And in order to, you don't really need to do much beyond just turning that on, because once you turn on developer mode, then you can do this command to talk to the bot. And then you need to right click on these, or just, sorry, not right click, just click on the three dots there, and you're going to copy the ID of this message. And then you're just going to, at the end of this, it's going to paste this message ID. So what this is going to do is going to say, set up a role menu at the bottom to react to the icons. That is going to put icons at the bottom for this welcome message using the welcome group that we set up ahead of time. And then it's going to basically set up the roles there. So what it's telling us here is, in order to set up the roles, you need to react with Emojiis for the role command for Facebook. So we basically now react to this message, and we select Facebook. There we go. And now it says react to YouTube. So then we click on YouTube, and then we click, it's going to say react to Twitter. So we click Twitter. There we go. And it says that's everything is done. This message will be updated with the setup. So now it says it's done editing all this message, and so we can basically delete this message. And then we can also delete the start of this message here, because we don't need that. And then we can just have the original message of our welcome message. So there we have our welcome message. So when people go in and join the server, then it's going to say, welcome to the channel here. And so actually what we might want to do is actually change this to so there we go. So now it says, welcome to For Me Discord, and it gives us our welcome message. So that is what we have. And now it says, please take a moment to find out how you heard about our Discord by clicking on one of these icons here. So that's the idea. And when you click on this, then it's going to assign one of the roles for the person there. So if we click on that, then I'm going to be assigned the Facebook role on that. So that's how it goes. So I'm going to do the other thing there in order to actually be able to see the rules, set up the quick rule channel, and then I can actually invite you guys into the Discord server. Let's see, we're actually doing pretty good for time here. So we might have some time for questions here. So let me just go here, rules, and we'll just actually grab the one for the rules. And we'll paste in here. And then we'll hit enter to add the message for the rules. And then we'll go and add we talked to the bot about setting up the role reaction for the for this message there. So again, we're going to click here. We're going to click copy ID. I'm going to paste this in there. And there's only one role reaction to basically click on the check mark at the end here, like that. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I didn't set up that other group. So we need to go back to, let's just get rid of this. Leave that for now. Let's go back to our Yagdb and let's create another group. So let's call this rules. And then under here, we're going to create a role called members. And we're going to add here members there. Okay, so that's what we needed to do on that. Now, if we go back here, we can paste this in again. No, we need to go back one more time. This, paste that in, and then grab the ID again, and this should work. There we go. So now we can basically, again, react to this message with the check mark. So in here, there we have the check mark. So we're just going to react there. And now we have done setting up this role. So we can basically create and just delete this message again. And then we can go and delete this message because we don't need that. So we have our rules message. So we can basically, if we go back here, people will see this message, welcome. They're going to click on the icon to see how they actually found out about the channel. Then they can click on rules and it'll take them to the rules, and they have to basically agree to the rules by clicking on the check mark down at the bottom here. And so once they have done that, then they will be able to see all of the channels that are in here. So let's just go back here really quick to our thing here. So we have a shiny new community. So now what do? We've got our community all set up. Well, let's invite people. How do we invite people? Well, we can right click here and we can invite people. So you can invite people already, friends on Discord, you can invite them there, but you can also go here to, let's see here, invite people to this channel here. Okay, so I'm going to drop the invite link to the chat. So there you go. Come join the Discord community that we set up. I'm actually going to email it to my email address, my other Discord server that I have. not Discord server, my other account that I have set up there, and we'll I see people coming in. So let's close this down. There we go. So in the general channel, we have people joining our Discord channel. Let me just show in Android. I should have received the let me see here under load up my Android here and see if I can do. SCNZ. Oh, that must. Hmm. Anyways, it looks like you guys are finding the way into the server there. So basically, that's how you can set up the Discord server. So what I can do, I'm going to create another channel here. Let's see. Um, I see that you guys are there. SBC and V1 are members, so you guys should be able to see the general and the voice channels there because we've set up the permissions on there. So let me know in the chat if that is working properly. That should be the way that it works. I'm just actually going to set up another couple of channels here. Let's call this Discord setup help. And so here we'll use this channel if you need help setting up your own Discord server. Then let's create another text channel for Discord channel ideas. And we can basically start discussing this. And basically, the Discord channel ideas, you can basically come in here and we can use this to like discuss the types of channels that you want to create. We have you could create a channel for your elders, for your deacons, for your children's ministry, all that kind of thing. So you can basically decide on ideas on that, and then we can create again the same type of thing for a voice channel so that we can actually communicate via voice with that. Oh, I need to, that's the wrong way. Let's delete this channel. Should have been a voice channel. There we go. And then we can create another voice channel here called so if you're actually there, let's talk. Let's go into Discord ideas and see. I'm in there, and if you wanted to join there, let's see if we can. I may need to set my settings up for in my video here, but it's almost time to go. But this is the idea, right? So you can quickly go in and set. So my output device, my input device, I need to probably set this up to be my Pixel. There we go. And so should be able to hear. So if you join in together on the Discord idea channel or Discord help channel, then we can come in and we can talk with one another. So that's the idea. Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me? Oh, you know what? Sorry, that's right. Wrong. I forgot. There we go. Now you should be able to see the desktop. Yeah, so you can basically click on and go into the Discord ideas channel. I was sorry, my bad on that. Or you could click on the Discord help channel, and then you should be able to hear. Yeah, so you can. So that's the idea. Now I'm not sure. It could be because I'm trying to do recording on that. I can't really hear you guys too well, but you might be getting some echo on stuff because I'm trying to record what's coming through. So you might get some echo on that. I've never tried recording on that. I can't really hear you guys too well. Yeah. Okay. So I've never actually done this part here, so you're probably going to get some echo on stuff. But I think what we'll do, I think we'll end the stream, and if you wanted to hang out a little bit more for this and talk in Discord, we can do it. But that's basically the idea of how you can set up your Discord channel, and you can set up a number of different channels and in what you want to do. So that's basically how you quickly set up. Well, it's not very quick, but it takes a little bit of time, but you can set up a Discord channel, and being flexible with the number of different channels that you can set up, it's very, very powerful to go and set up. So thank you for watching. I appreciate that. And again, take a look at the other sessions. Hopefully, maybe be able to talk to you in the roundtable later tonight. So again, thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.